Vinyl Challenge, day 28. That's right, we've been together for 4 weeks now, enjoying each other's company, talking about records, all that good stuff. There's day 27 right there, and Pictionary down there. How about that? Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison. Got some good stuff, good conversation talking about that. So today I want to talk about this album. It feels like I've talked about it before, but I tried. One thing I tried to accomplish was I tried not to retread any ground on stuff I've done in previous videos. So either somebody showed this and I had a pretty lengthy conversation about it, or I don't think I showed it. I can't think offhand. But so this is day 28. It's the Moody Blues In Search of the Lost Chord, which is, I guess, let me think here. This is, I think this is their third album, I believe. I should have looked it up before I started talking about it. 1968. This, of course, followed up to Days of Future Past. I like this album a lot better because it's more so sort of band-oriented. Whereas, I mean, the orchestra one, I mean, it's good, but I feel it's a little played out. So this really came to me as a discovery where I was sort of like, of course I knew the Days of Futures Past, and was just kind of looking for something new, I guess. And this just is a great slab of kind of that, pretty much, I guess, what you could say was going on in 1968. You know what I mean? Sort of a little heavy on the psychedelic side, some of the song titles. We'll talk about those in a second, but definitely the use of instrumentation, which is one thing I really like about the 60s, and I don't know if I really have said this before, but to me, the 60s were just all about experimentation. It wasn't about, people talking about, nobody really, I don't think, really cared about, I don't know, everybody wanted a pop song, everybody wanted the number one song, everybody wanted to be the Beatles, and the Beatles had such freedom on their recordings, and every band kind of wanted to do that. So you started getting just these very, very experimental albums, and these artists were they really wanted to take a chance, you know what I mean, and it wasn't something where, I guess it was in vogue to do something new, where it's like if you have a lot of musicians these days, as an artist, you try to change it up every time. I mean, you try to expand, and you try to, challenge yourself. And I don't think a lot of people really like that these days. I mean, you can have artists in the 60s who every single album is just completely different than the one previous. And, if that would happen now, I mean, I think that just people do not like change in music as much as they did in the 60s, and I think that was why albums like this are so exciting, you know what I mean? So some great tracks off of this. Ride My Seesaw, of course, is the big huge one off of here. Dr. Livingston, I Presume, House of Four Doors, Legend of a Mind, Voices in the Sky, Best Way to Travel, and The Actor, and of course which is just sort of a mantra of sorts. So but just a great album. It's really it's funny because of course there's the departure at the beginning, which I think is sort of the definitely kind of sets the tone for the album. Sort of just you're going on a journey, and thinking is the best way to travel. They're talking about Timothy Leary's dead. No, he's outside looking in. These guys were definitely dropping some acid for sure. So make no mistake about it. I mean, I think this is a great. It's with Ride My Seesaw on it. It's a pretty common record. I see it quite a bit. But definitely go out and pick it up if you haven't had a chance. I would even kind of go out on a limb and say that this is probably a good place to start with the Moody Blues. I mean, if you want to kind of listen to their later stuff, the thing about Days of Future Past is it doesn't feel like a big album. Some of the songs like Peak Hour, it's only like a minute long, and that song definitely could have done 2.5 minutes or something like that. So I think this album is a little more concise, has a concept to it, yet at the same time has a lot of different instrumentation. I think like they had said that it was like 33 different instruments or 34 different instruments or something like that. And every member of the band played them, so it was something where, and the Mellotron. So it's a great album. Definitely go out and get it, and yeah, it's just totally enjoyable. I love it. So again, day 28. We have 2 days left. I know a lot of people are trying to guess what the albums are. I'm gonna say probably it's not gonna be Grand Funk related. It could be, but I don't want to disappoint. If you guys want to start guessing, hey, I already have the two picked out, so I already know what I'm gonna do. But anybody want to throw some guesses out there, feel free to do so. So I'll talk to you later. Bye now.